Hello and welcome to SQL for Beginners Lesson 2. Now before we start installing MySQL, there are a few things that we need to keep in mind. So let's go through that quickly. First and foremost, I want to give you a heads up that this is going to be a little longer process, so just be patient. Now of course you are not going to do this every now and then, so the time investment is worthwhile, and also it may be based on your type of job that you end up with. Unless you are a DBA, which is database administrator, this particular installation won't be required to be done by, let's say, data analyst or BI analyst and jobs like that. However, it is always good to know how to install or how to set up a server, and especially with the powerful machines nowadays we have, it is easy to install the server even on a local machine. So let's do that, and plus it will help us manipulate a lot of things. The SQL commands are required and we can run on our local server, so we have full control. So set aside about 30 minutes or so based on your computer and internet speed, and we'll go to that. Now, if you are on a Windows machine, I also suggest you go through this prerequisite installation, which is C++ redistributable. So just search for it. You will end up with Microsoft page like this. Scroll down and you will see some exe files to be downloaded and installed. So select whichever is applicable, 32-bit or 64-bit, and install that. And the last thing before we actually start installing is the understanding of concept. The database server, as it says, it's a server, so it serves different clients. So in this case, what database server does is it holds all the database, all the tables that we are going to create, all the data that we'll have, all the users that we'll create, who will be allowed to access those data, because we have to apply certain securities on those users and on that data. So all of that administrative part will be handled by the server. However, it is not the server where everybody goes and runs the queries or accesses data through. So with the help of network, all these different clients, they will be accessing the same data. When they log in, they will provide their user ID that will be interpreted by the server, and it will understand like you have access to this database but not that database, or this table but not that, depending on how it is configured. That is, those configuration is done by the DBAs, but this access will be done by the analyst also. So that's where the clients come into picture. Now in our case, when we install this, we will be installing our server as well as our machine itself, where the server will be acting as a client. So it will be all in all just same machine, but just conceptually understand that we are connecting to a server which could be remote, right? It could be through a network, and it could be on the other side of the world. You can still connect to it. So just wanted to give you just basic understanding of this database server and client concept. And now we are ready to install. So let's do that in the next lesson. Thanks.